What's up, y'all? This is BP.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Star Child.
It's your boy, Kid Dream. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Gamer Credits. It's going to be Season 3, Level 9. Let's introduce the players. Player 1, BP.
Oh, damn, is this on? What's up now? What's up, kid?
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Hey, man, had to start. The applause coming in all broken, you know? Fun times, man. Fun times. What's been good?
Other than that, not much, not much.
Hey, man, what you mean, man? That was great.
Player 2, Star Child.
Hey man, I'm enjoying these intros. How you doing? I just get the short.
Wow.
Applause. Okay, you know what? They respect me so much that they wanted me to continue my conversation. They want to interrupt. So thank you, crowd. Thank you, crowd. Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, let me stop. Here you go. There you go, sir.
There we go. Wow. Then we got player 3, Kid Dream. Oh, I almost forgot. There we go.
No, I didn't forget, but
No, I almost forgot.
Oh.
I was about to start talking.
Oh, I mean, I would have played it anyway, so you good.
Oh, how kind of you, sir. I appreciate that.
Of course.
So, before we get into our Game Awards Part 2 special, does anybody have a gaming moment of the week?
Dang. Oh, man, I might end up like Star. Like, I don't know if I have anything. I got to think. Star, do you got anything?
I have nothing because this whole entire week I was just recuperating, y'all. I'm sorry. No gaming moments.
Recuperating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Do we need to ask? Yeah, I'm kind of scared to ask.
Hey, man, just taking in my naps.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
man. Oh, gosh. All right, we need to start guys, help us out. Please start like a hashtag trend for Star over here. Do better, Star.
Do
just
better.
In the comments. Yeah, just do hashtag do better, Star. Yeah, we need him to step it up.
Please do.
Hey, man, those naps are more important than anything right now. So, I'll do better with my naps. Hey, we'll see.
Well, so I'm not going out like that. So my gaming moment, I finished Spider-Man Remastered. So, there's that.
That's nice.
Okay. That's
yeah,
nice.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm technically not finished because I still had to go through and platinum it up.
Yeah.
The fun fact, I've already platinumed the original, but I got the remastered on that sale. So I was like, let me go do it again. So it gave me a reason to do it, and here I am. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Is Miles Morales next?
Eventually.
Dang, have you played it?
I have. I never completed it. And then I don't know why. I don't know why, man. Like, I didn't hate the story, but I don't know. Miles is cool. I just always really been more of a Peter Parker Spider-Man fan.
Dang.
So I know, man. But yeah, no shade.
Just a little, but it's all good.
Maybe a little tiny bit. I was trying to cover. Yeah, whatever.
Wow.
Too late.
Well, if Star doesn't have a gaming moment, mine will be just watching the Game Awards. I know it's a little cheesy and corny, but it's always nice to I didn't realize this until I was watching it. This was like the 10th Game Awards or something like that.
Yeah, definitely didn't know that. Yeah.
Was a little confusing because they announced it as the 10th Game Awards, but then at the end of the show, Jeff Keighley said, "See you next year for the 10th anniversary." So I was like, is this the 10th anniversary? Is next year? So I'm a little confused, but it's been going on for like 10 years. And so I know the past couple of years, I've been able to kind of sit down and watch the whole thing through. And it's just been nice to kind of see the shock and surprise and the announcements and who wins the awards and just the whole experience. It's just fun to kind of sit down and just celebrate gaming and also the developers and creators who make the games. It's nice to, even if it's just the CEO or, one or two people from the company, it's still nice to kind of humanize some of the companies, sometimes to kind of see the individuals come up and accept the awards and everything like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We must have watched your 2 different awards there, sir. But hey, that's cool.
I thought we weren't going to get into that yet.
I know. It was a little preview. Oh. I'm sure we'll have that discussion. But that's cool, man. That's cool.
I guess let's not delay anymore. So today, we just want to kind of sit down and, of course, we're going to go over our predictions that we made on the previous show and kind of see how we did and kind of go over what did win and, you know, how we feel about it. But before we go into that, I wanted to kind of take some time to talk about the announcements as well as some kind of controversies and moments that kind of happened from the show. So before I kick it off, do either of you two have something you want to jump into first?
Not at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, kind of just playing this by ear. So you want to do the predictions at towards the end? I mean, we can do that. That's fine.
I was thinking about saving that for the end, you know, unless you want to do it first.
It really don't matter to me, man. As far as predictions, I was going to head out anyway because I don't have a great track record here. So I was going to be like, yeah, I'll just let y'all take it from here and just go ahead and go to sleep or something because it's terrible, man. Like I looked at that list, I'm like, man, like we'll get into it, but it was just, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed in myself.
I guess to kind of start off, one of the biggest surprises for me was the God of War Valhalla DLC that was announced, and not only was it announced, but it gave a release date of the following week, so it's actually out and available now, and it's a free DLC.
Wow, yeah, that was big. That was big, and from what I hear, it's actually a pretty big update or DLC. So,
bro, I am hearing phenomenal things about it. I gotta hop in this weekend. Because my biggest concern when I first saw it was like, oh, it's a roguelike. It's not really going to add much story. From what I'm hearing, that is not true at all. It added a lot of story, a lot of content. So I am excited to hop into that bad boy.
Definitely, from what I'm hearing too, same as you, worthy of what they call fan service. You know, like, well, I won't say fan service, but like more of an appreciation to the fans. Yes. You know, like kind of gave me a little feeling of when Sucker Punch did that with Ghost of Tsushima when they surprised everybody with the multiplayer. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I can't wait either. I want to play that.
It's as I was watching it, I was kind of thinking, how does that make Naughty Dog look? Because in my opinion, kind of makes them look crappy to have another Sony studio a month before the remaster is supposed to come out, drop this free update that adds a decent amount of content to the game and just it really shakes things up for players. I really think it's going to be interesting to kind of see now that it's kind of another Sony studio doing it, whereas you look at Naughty Dog and it's like, oh yeah, nah, it's either $40-$50 whatever it costs to buy it full price or $10 to upgrade, when it's like, but isn't God of War doing something for free? Like, why couldn't y'all do the same thing, you know?
Good question.
Yeah, because it's a very good question. And it's like interesting because you know how a lot of people, you know, they go through this kind of thing and they kind of wonder, all right, where do we place the blame at? Like, who do we look at as far as, is it Naughty Dog that's just greedy? Is it Sony that's just, you know, basically forcing their hand? And it does make an interesting conversation because, again, going back to what I said with Sucker Punch and that multiplayer, I always wondered, I was like, did Sony, I guess, were they just cool with it, or did they just kind of have this long-term vision with that saying, hey, it's going to give us more goodwill, and, you know, later on we'll hit them with the 1-2 punch and charge more or something in the future. But, you know, it's been interesting because, again, you have that part, then you have Naughty Dog doing that, but then you have, you know, Santa Monica doing this. So it's like, I don't know, it's interesting. It's really interesting. So I wonder how that really works.
Star, what were you saying?
I don't have anything to say. No, don't throw me in this. I basically
don't throw me in this. I said, don't throw me in this.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see.
Well, and so because my thing is this, like I was wondering, as a studio, I mean, they can make this decision like because of the fact that they're just doing it for the fans and just showing their appreciation. But it just makes me wonder, like, if there's maybe not some kind of influence from, like, say, Baldur's Gate 3 or maybe some other game developers that are recently released games with, like, a lot of content that was pretty much either included in the price tag, original price tag, or just stuff that was given. So I'm just kind of wondering if this could potentially be, a trend that's filling itself out that we can potentially be looking at. Yeah. So I'm excited, man. I mean, I really hope so too. I'm really hoping this is the case, but I don't know. It was just something to really kind of ponder about.
Hey man, if you want me to really grind my gears, I can make one complaint. I was trying not to be the guy that's going to hate on this.
All right, let's hear it.
It's suspected at this point. So yeah, please let us hear it.
I believe when you're purchasing a game, let's say $60, $70, you should be getting the complete game. I don't understand what a DLC is on top of being an extra charge. I believe if you are going to offer a DLC, it should just be a nice little free little gimmick that you do with most games to increase the sales. If not, make a new game, a complete full game instead of trying to nickel and dime gamers just for a partial piece of the game. Like that, I don't care for. I never really truly approve of DLCs. Just make a full game. If you want to add a DLC, you want to make it free, by all means, no one's going to complain. But stop with these nickel and diming. Make a full new game and just move on. Like that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Very interesting.
It's so funny because it's like I don't fully disagree with it, but at the same time, I don't fully agree with it. And I'm gonna say the reason why is because I guess it depends on the context. So like if you have let's say you have a game that you release and it's full, has a full package and all that, but then they have like a situation where maybe there was a side part of the story with a certain character in that story that they wanted to kind of flesh out more. And they didn't really want to maybe the whole idea is if they wanted to kind of see how the fans would react to that particular character in their story, they might want to put it out as DLC as opposed to putting a full game out on that person or that individual character.
Can I say this? What if they made it as the full game and then some CEO was like, no, take that part out and make that a DLC and charge them, nickel and dime them? That's my concern. That's my concern. I don't understand DLC. Like, I don't understand how you're still making a game that was already created unless that was part of the game that was removed from the game.
So let's say this because this is going to be, I like this.
I know.
Let's put a pin in this because I utterly disagree with you in that statement. But this is kind of really taking a left turn.
That's what I said. Leave me out of it. I was saying.
Let's put a pin in that. I like it. We should definitely discuss it. Let's put a pin in that because we're getting way off course here.
Okay, Dad.
Yikes.
Hey man, it's that corporate life. You speak corporate sometimes.
Hey, there you go. You're right. All right, rein it in. Kid. But yes, what we trying to do?
We are getting that free DLC. Horror lovers and Kojima lovers, you guys are going to be happy. Yeah.
No, he did not say no. You didn't hear what BP said. Okay. No.
Well, it was before I heard the Kojima thing, so that's why I was like, where's he going with this? So okay.
Yeah, we are getting a new game from Kojima called OD.
Overdosed.
Well, OD is what it's called.
I guess.
I don't know.
Wait,
but anyway,
I read it as overdose. It's not.
Yeah, I don't think that's what officially was put out there, but I mean, it could be. Who knows?
Hey, they did act like.
I want to know where you're going with this, Cap. Like,
I don't like to know Kojima is going with this. You not saw the trailer?
OD could have been Overdrive. Like you just went to Overdose.
Yeah, it could have been Overdrive.
I am not making that up. That was in an article that gave it that title. So no, that's the title.
All right. Well, send me that article, sir, or else we're gonna have to perform a wellness check, man. Like,
okay,
we might have to fact check that because I've only ever seen it referred as OD, but it's not just Kojima. Let's keep that in mind. They did announce Jordan Peele is involved as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That was really cool, honestly. I like how they had him come out too.
Yeah,
that ceremony to the theme of I think it was the movie Us. Well, I got 5 on to be more specific, but yeah, it was that. I think it was the theme from Us, the movie Us. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely great announcement. Came out of nowhere. I was not expecting that. Was not expecting Jordan Peele. Another cool tidbit. And honestly, Xbox did phenomenal this year at the Game Awards. We'll kind of discuss that later as we get into more things. But Xbox exclusive, so Xbox might have a banger on its hands. I mean, it's Kojima. definitely a polarizing creators at some points in time. I mean, I know a lot of people love Death Stranding. Wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but I thoroughly enjoyed the game. So I'm very curious to see what he kind of does with this new game, especially with it being horror. I'm interested to kind of take a look at it whenever we get it in probably like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, that game is definitely a gaming moment itself, man. It's Death Stranding, but yeah, but but I'm interested. Obviously in classic Kojima fashion, there's very little that's known about it, and obviously it works like gangbusters for him because he builds that intrigue up pretty successfully. But I don't know. Do you kind of get the sense that maybe some people are kind of fatigued of that now, or they're just like,
no,
like
I like it.
Still like it more than anything.
No,
well, I'm just saying generally. I'm not saying like what we individually think. So
I will hope people will love it because let's take Marvel, for example. When Marvel makes their movies or are about to release a movie, they give out too much information to what's going to be in the movie to the point where you lose that excitement. When it comes to a game, you kind of want to keep that excitement going because with games, you can run through a game pretty quickly these days and time. So just the anticipation for the game kind of builds a lot of that, I don't know, that fun factor. If you're older like me, it makes you feel like a kid again, waiting for this game to come out. So I kind of like that little mystery, but I do want some little bit of details. There gotta be enough in that to keep me a little intrigued. But I love,
seeing people scream and talk into a camera wasn't enough details for you, Star? What do you mean?
I like what he did with that because it made me start thinking on so many different levels of what he might be trying to convey in that. But I can talk about that later because I have an idea of what he's doing.
I for the most part, I agree with you, Star. I like the mystery. I like the intrigue. Would it be nice to get a little bit of details? Yeah. I mean, like, what kind of game is it? First person, third person? Is it linear, open world? Is, like something? But it that intrigue is always, it keeps you curious. And I remember looking up videos of Death Stranding, like trailer breakdowns and trying to understand the lore and the universe and everything like that. And I get the feeling I'm going to be doing the same thing for this game.
Well. What about you, PP? You don't like the mystery?
No, I mean, it's okay. I just, I don't know. Like, it's fine. Because we don't really have a solid, like, as far as I remember, he didn't give like any specifics on like dates and expectations of when the rollouts happen. So I don't know. It kind of goes back to when we had that conversation, I think, before about Cyberpunk, when they announced it, like, 7 years before. I'm just like, I'm probably going to forget the next day. I'll be honest with you. So yeah, that's where I kind of am with that. Like, I don't hate it. I understand it. I get the marketing and employee behind all that, and it makes sense. It's just, for me, somebody like me, I kind of like, I get over that real quick because I tend to forget fast. If you don't show me enough to make me be like, oh, that seems like a really cool concept, and I'm just seeing a bunch of people screaming, I'm just like, oh, that's like everyday downtown life. So, I mean, that's
pretty much.
Well, here's the thing. Do you really just see people screaming, or you don't see that there's some type of encrypted message being said with the words they were speaking?
So I've never been really big on, I'll just put it this way. I'm not the Easter egg guy. Like, I'm the kind of guy that I have to see something several times over to be like, oh yeah, there is something there. Like, I'm just, and it's weird because I am a type of person I like to pay attention to detail, but I'm just not like that invested. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm not that invested in kind of seeing everything. Like, you know, you have people can come away from something like, oh man, there's like 100 different references in there. I'm like, I saw like maybe 5. So good for you. I don't know. I just never really been that deep. So,
you mentioned waiting. You mentioned waiting, BP. You got another one we're going to be waiting for a little bit, and that's Monster Hunter Wilds. Oh, yeah, no, Wilds. Yeah, Wilds. Capcom's newest entry in the Monster Hunter series, which I've dabbled in the last couple of games that have come out. And it's been interesting to kind of play with friends and everything like that. It's never been my biggest cup of tea, but I've definitely kind of enjoyed it. But they finally unveiled it, and unfortunately, it's coming out in 2025. So right there at GTA 6.
Dang. Okay. Well, 2025 is going to be probably one of those other years, man. It might be stacked up.
It might be. So something that. Go ahead.
I mean, no, nothing. Go ahead. I was just going to say that I was kind of going to say I share the same sentiments with you. Like, it's never really been my biggest cup of tea with Monster Hunter, but who knows? It might be worth checking out. I guess time will tell.
Time will tell. We got a little bit of time to wait.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I bet you y'all are excited for this one though. At least I hope you are. Star might not be because of who's making it. And he won't be able to play it unless he actually switches sides. But how about that Blade announcement, huh?
I am excited for the game. I'm excited for the game.
Oh, that's not the reception I was expecting. All right. Okay.
Here's the thing. Blade? Yes. I was like, oh, great. Bethesda?
Well, hold on.
Know.
Arcane. So think Dishonored and Deathloop. Deathloop was like,
oh no, I am, and I did not like those games. I'm sorry. Like I know that I'm probably I'm part of the minority.
You didn't like sure, Dishonored?
I tried to play it, man. I really did. But to be fair, maybe it was because I played it late. Yeah, I'll see myself out, man. I'll see myself. Y'all wait me when y'all ready to stop recording. Then that's that. So.
What do you think of the trailer, at least?
I didn't even see the trailer, to be honest with you.
Oh my God. Y'all are
what did I unleash the plague on this earth? Like what happened there? I mean, I didn't see the trailer on that.
Bro, I was flipping out when I saw it. I was like, wait, Blade? And then it's Arcane? Yes. What?
I would say if you have a moment right now while we are just probably filling in until you finish watching the trailer, just sneak it on your phone as we're recording. Just give it a couple seconds. You see why we are excited for this game.
I hear you. It's just I don't know, man. Like I said, I tried those games. It definitely Deathloop. I tried that. I think it was a few months ago. I just couldn't do it, man. I don't know what it was. It was like, I don't really care. So yeah, that's my main thing.
Well, let's put it this way. If you look at the design and the mechanics of those games and just make it a Blade type of game with those same graphics or even better, and just, there's potential. I see the potential. The game can be amazing with a Blade character.
Yeah. But I'm taking it's going to be like first person, right?
No, they've actually
third person.
They confirmed it's third person, which is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not too sure how you can. Yeah, I'm not sure you could do a first person with Blade. I mean, this is VR. I don't know.
Well, when I hear Dishonored and Deathloop, that's where my mind went automatically. Well, so that was more on me. So.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
But no, that's exactly what I was thinking. I thought it was going to be first person, but when they came out and said third person, I was like, huh? Interesting. But
so then, okay, yeah.
I'm excited. When they announced that, I was like, yo, that's dope. And going back to what I was saying previously, another W for Xbox because it's an Arcane game. Bethesda owns Arcane. Xbox owns Bethesda. So it's an Xbox game. So that's why, Star, if you want to play it, you might have to update that laptop or shove out some money for an Xbox, buddy.
Nah, I'm team Sony, Nintendo. Xbox would not see my money.
Damn.
Wow. Okay.
Jesus.
I will actually go to your crib and play the game if you ever purchase it. So, I mean, I still have an opportunity to play it. I'm just not going to give my money.
That's crazy.
I don't know why.
Unfortunately, though,
so mafia-like.
That did sound kind of threatening. But this will also be one that we are waiting a while. There was no release window or anything given. So this is probably beyond 2025. I wouldn't expect to see it any sooner than that. Probably not even 2025, to be honest with you.
It's going to be one of those games that will come out probably while the movie is still in the theaters, just so they can keep that momentum going.
Hey, at this rate, it might be around that time.
I can see that. But regardless of all that I said earlier with the Blade thing, I'm a little more interested now because of what y'all kind of revealed to me. But regardless of any of that, like, we can definitely rest on the fact that it's long overdue. Like, Blade's such an awesome character. Like,
yes,
I can't. We're not gonna go into it, Star, because I know we'll spend the rest of the podcast talking about it. But yeah, definitely way overdue.
Nice.
Indeed.
So I don't know if you two have heard or have about the controversies that happened in the beginning, or have got a chance to play the game. I'm referring to No Man's Sky. I don't know if you remember the director of the game. I think it is what he was, or is Sean Murray, I think might be his name. He was kind of spouting all these things in No Man's Sky that you can go do, and how it's going to be all this and that, and bag of chips and everything. Come to find out, he lied about pretty much everything he said, and it's one of the games that was pretty crappy at launch, but they stuck with it. And if you go and play it now, it's a completely different game than what it was when it first came out. Well, they announced their new game. It is called Light No Fire. When I saw that, I was cautiously optimistic because of all the drama in the beginning, but they have turned it around. So the trailer looked pretty interesting. I like the concept, so I might have to give it a check it out when it comes out, whenever.
I haven't seen it, so I kind of need to go on YouTube now.
This man was getting on me about not seeing trailers. Anyway, being cautious is a really smart thing, kid. I mean, I think honestly that with that No Man's Sky, there was definitely a lot of and I don't know if it's like flat out lies. I think it was more of embellishing.
No, there was definitely lies.
Of it. Some of it was lies, like about how the universe is so big you won't run into another player, and like a couple of days or a week or so after the game came out, players ran into each other, and they found out. I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, that was one of the main selling points, was how huge the universe was.
It's weird because, no, I guess y'all right, because I thought I heard opposite, that people were complaining that they didn't run across any other players or something, but maybe that was a different game.
No, they were not running across any of the players. From what I understood, the space felt so empty. Like it was, and some of the planets felt even emptier. Like it was not well put together in the very beginning.
Yeah. So, and it was like the universe is so massive you won't find another player, but people.
No, I remember
each other.
I remember specifically what it was. They said that the game would take you. I forgot, it was like it's supposed to be a extreme long time to even finish like the full thing. And somebody said, "Oh no, I finished it." It was like a week later, or if that. Yeah, I remember that part of it. So yeah. So I'll give you that, kid. Definitely some lies on that. So because I always looked at it as more as embellishing, because I knew when it kind of came out later, he was just like, "Yeah, I know I said these things that we were still working on. I was saying that's what you should be able to do, but it didn't happen day one, really." So I was like, I was kind of teetering on, is it lies or is it embellishing? But yeah, when you put it that way, it definitely was it came off lies.
It's a little bit of both. I know some things it was a flat out lie. Some things he probably was just kind of painting the truth in a very not so realistic way.
So, well, overambitious. Yeah.
No
way to say that.
Now, mind you, if any of our listeners are already in depth in what really happened, it wasn't just his fault. It seemed like Sony had a lot of say in how that game was marketed, and it's So the blame can't go directly to him.
Kinda. He still got on those interviews and said what he said. So it ain't like Sony had a gun to his head saying, "You better say this or you're getting." Anyway,
hey man, that we know of.
I was going to say how much money Sony put behind that game. It probably was some guns behind so many people heads in that thing.
I was about to say that man could have been held over a balcony, man.
We also got a DLC announcement for Final Fantasy 16. I will tell you, it was a little misleading the way they had the trailer, because I thought it was one big expansion that was out the same day as the Game Awards. And so when I was trying to find it, I couldn't find what I was looking for. And I had to look up an article. It's actually two separate DLCs. Part 1 was out when the Game Awards was done. Part 2 comes out, I think, spring of next year. And that's the part that has the feature and content I was looking for. But we are getting some new Final Fantasy 16 content.
Okay. And you played that, kid, right?
I finished it.
Oh, dang. I didn't even know you finished it. My bad. Okay. So I know you excited then.
Yeah. Nah, maybe I shouldn't say it. I don't know if it would be considered a spoiler or not, but I won't say it. It's definitely a great game, so go play it. Definitely go play it.
There you have it.
Right. Another surprise that caught me off guard is a game called Rise of the Ronin. That samurai game.
Yeah. That looks really good.
And it looks like it's co-op. Yo.
It's definitely time to get down with that. So I forgot. Did they say when that was coming out? I can't remember.
March. I think.
Nice.
March 22 of next year. So pretty soon, actually.
Yeah, very exciting. So definitely gonna look into that because that looked really good.
Yes, yeah. Star, I don't know if you've seen it. It's like samurai era Japan, but like with guns and stuff like that. And it's like I think 2 players and everything. It looks really good.
Okay, I'll check out that trailer. Again, I didn't catch every game trailer, but I'll check that one out too.
For you fighting game fans and anime fans, we finally got the newest entry in the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi series. It's they're not going with the name. They're changing it up. It's called Sparking Zero is the name.
Yep.
It looks cool.
I heard it's supposed to have the biggest roster of characters for Dragon Ball or something like that. It's supposed to have a lot of characters.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see more of the gameplay involved and everything. I mean, obviously it's gonna be more Dragon Ball, but I just want to kind of see how it's gonna set itself apart from previous entries we've had. Because I ain't gonna lie, the latest ones I've seen, they have been doing better and better with those games. As far as like encompassing the feel of Dragon Ball and the whole teleportations and all those big moves that you see during the anime, like it's been incredible. Like something I dreamed of like back in the PlayStation era days. You know, back when they had I played Dragon Ball GT. I know I dated myself with that, so I apologize. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's it's interesting. I want to see more. What about you, Star?
So it's going back to the roots of the old Dragon Ball. It's like a 3D type of fighting game. So it's going to be interesting. I did like Dragon Ball Fighters. I guess you can't call it a 2D game. It's like a mix of 2D, 3D. I did like that. But for Dragon Ball, I always like the idea of just flying around like an actual true saying, I guess. Like I want to feel like I'm flying while I'm fighting. So that looks like they're bringing that back. So I don't know. I'm excited.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Yes. So getting to some of the last announcements that came out, we got a new trailer and look at Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga. We also got finally a release date. I feel like that game has been in development for like 30 years at this point. But we finally got a release date and a new look into the game. And again, another W from Xbox, another Xbox exclusive. We're finally getting some Xbox games. I know it's taken a long time, but their games are finally coming out soon. And it looks really interesting and really good. And the first Hellblade actually was received pretty well.
Yeah, it was. Never played it, but I've heard good things about it.
I'm glad.
I ain't gonna lie, I have to second that too. Yeah, I have to second that. I never really got to play the first Hellblade, but hearing good things, so it's definitely.
Yeah, I haven't played it either, but I definitely am going to run through it before the sequel comes out next year. But it looks very interesting.
Okay, yeah, I was just looking it up now. I think it's Steam got it for like $29.99. I think so. Okay,
check Game Pass. I think it's on Game Pass. It might be on Game Pass.
Oh, even better.
So check that out.
Shout out to Kid, man. Good looking out, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. I'm doing it right now.
So another game we got a release date for. I don't know if you guys have seen or heard anything about this game. Black Myth Wukong.
I've been following that game
for a long time, man. Oh my gosh. I was scared that it was forgotten about at first. Like I really was. I hadn't heard anything lately. So this is good. Yep. It was great.
August 20th of next year.
I watched that trailer like 3 times and I'm trying to figure out, is this actual gameplay? Is this like a gimmick? Are they going to really release this game and not look like how it looks right now in this trailer? The game looks amazing. I'm not sure how to explain this developer. For what I understand, this is their first game that they're ever created. Or have they worked on other games prior? But I'm thinking this is their first one.
Yeah, I'm looking on the website and for the developer, I'm only seeing the one game.
Yeah. This is crazy. This game, to all the listeners, if you haven't been following this game, because I mean, it's not been making too much of a headline waves, but man, I mean, it looks like the biggest studio was put behind this game. In all honesty, it wasn't at all.
Mm-hmm. It's just amazing. That. Yeah, and I just love they're just putting so much love and care in it and everything. So that, which is why I kind of get back to my comment, like, you know, it wasn't meant to be shade, just throw any shade or anything. It was just like I was genuinely worried, like, yo, like whatever happened, because this, from what I remember seeing, when they released some of the gameplay footage from before, way back when, it looked fantastic, even way back then. So
yeah,
I was so excited about it. I was like, man, please release this, because this is definitely a day one.
Yes. Now we know when it's coming out. I'm definitely excited for it, and hopefully, kind of what Star is alluding to. Hopefully, it turns out good. You know, if it's their first game, you know, they actually make a successful game, and it's not another day before,
yikes,
which needs to be a separate topic at some point as well.
Yeah, well, okay. I was gonna pick on you, man. When you said that, I was like, that's certainly a funny way of saying cyberpunk. But you know, I didn't want to do that to you. I didn't want to do that, man. I feel like you got enough beaten for it. You know, y'all made a comeback, so there's no need to talk about that. So
they are not to give too many spoilers, but they are on the list of winners. So you know, glad to see.
He can't even. He's beside himself. You hear that, Star?
I know. We already know.
But before we get to the awards, there was a little bit of controversy over a couple of things.
Wait! I don't want to stop you, but are we not going to talk about Sega and their announcement at all?
Oh, you mean they're like 5 game announcements? Yeah, you can.
Dang.
Wait, hold on, sir.
Listen, Star, let me stop you. You got to remember, he's not from our era. You know what I mean? Like, Kid isn't from our era of that type of gameplay.
I did ask, what did y'all want to talk about before I started? You didn't say nothing. You were quiet. So I was like, I bet. That's
fair. But to Star's point, just real quick. Yes, that like, I feel like we'll do more justice talking about it, Star, because Kid, like I said, he just wasn't there during that kind of golden era of playing it. No offense to you, Kid. But basically what Star was talking about was Sega had a announcement of basically them remastering, or I guess remaking, depending on how.
Remaking, yes.
Dang. Oh, my bad, sir. Okay.
I'm sorry. No. You keep going. I just want to make sure. You know.
No, it's cool. I mean, you might have to help me because I don't remember all the titles, but I do know that, like, for example, Golden Axe. They're bringing that back with a Vengeance. They're bringing back, I think, Streets of Rage. I can't remember which one it was. I don't know if it was
Rage. I gotta look that one up.
Oh, it might be.
I know it was Jet Set Radio.
Yeah,
Jet Set Radio, definitely. Streets of Rage is one. I thought so.
Nice.
Well, so these are new games. I don't think they're remasters. They're like new games.
Well, they're bringing back. You're more. Yeah, Austin's correct. Oh, sorry, Kid.
Nice.
See, my excitement let me just let.
I say it broke you all the way down, man. It's cool.
So they're technically taking their IPs and they're reinventing them for today's consoles. So
yeah, so they're not remakes or remasters. They're brand new entries. I think the 5 games they announced was Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi, Streets of Rage, Shinobi, and then Golden Axe.
Yeah, let's stick with Shinobi and just imagine what they can do with that IP. I mean,
and plus they said more on the end of that too. So just to kind of So, and to be fair, they did mention remakes on there, but you're right, Kid. It is supposed to be like its own kind of like things that they're doing, like storylines, I guess.
They show some of the gameplay, or I guess some of the previews to what some of the games could look like, and they kind of can be considered remakes. With some of like Golden Axe, like, they just took the same type of gameplay and just updated the graphics. Like, it kind of looks like that what they're going for with that game.
You know, it's kind of like because what it gave me like the vibe of is how Resident Evil 2 and the rest of those Resident Evil remakes happen. Where it's like the core essence of the characters and the story is there, like the lore, I should say, but it's changed in such a way to make it more modernized. So
correct.
I think that's what they kind of putting out there.
So Sega, you don't have to do any more consoles. I already gave up on that idea. I mean, but just that you're working on your IPs that were beloved for so many years, and you're coming back with just saying, "Oh, we didn't forget about our actual successful games." Yeah, I'm just excited now. Like, it makes me more excited for the gaming industry to know that Sega is still around. Like, thank you.
so Star, man, you're not advocating for Dreamcast 2?
I would love for a lot of Dreamcast games to be remade.
Damn.
They don't have to do any more consoles. They are good with the consoles now.
Damn. There you go.
I will say I like their approach. And they just had 5 announcements in one trailer. obviously, it would have been better if we could have got individual looks at the games, more detailed looks at the games. But given the context and everything and where they were at, and probably because these games are probably far away from actually releasing, I did like that it was multiple games kind of at once. I thought that was pretty cool instead of like drip feeding you. Oh, here's a game this month, and then 6 months later, hey, we're announcing this game. I did like that approach, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
That they building up their excitement. And Jet Set Radio, come on now. That's a classic. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right, on to the gaming awards. Sorry about that.
Well, the controversy first, sir. The controversy first. So one of the big points of contention I've seen, and I'm sure you guys have seen as well, after the Game Awards, is the rushed acceptance speeches. Apparently, there was like a 30-second timer playing on a big screen that they were looking at, and I think after a while, sometimes the music would start playing, and then like after the 30-second timer, it would be like a message saying, please wrap it up or whatnot. And so,
and then there's a trap door that opens up too. I think they cut that.
Jeez, all right,
hilarious.
So a lot of developers were kind of complaining and felt just felt extremely rushed and like didn't have enough time to really kind of sit there and give their full speech. I think I saw Jeff Keighley, the creator of the Game Awards and the host. He actually did come out and make a comment like the night after or something like that, and did say that they are going to do better for next year. They're going to make some changes and adjustments. Before I let you guys kind of jump in, I will say, especially watching, I don't know if you guys watched last year's or how much you remember last year's Game Awards. They did need to do something. I think they went too extreme because what's Kratos' voice actor?
Christopher Judge.
Yeah. He's not joking. His speech was like 8 minutes, bro. It was like a 10-minute speech last year. So, like, don't get me wrong. They could have done it a little bit better. 30 seconds is way too short to give somebody an acceptance speech. But I can understand why they were doing it because it was crazy last year.
So I can say this much. They deserve their 10-minute speech. This is them accepting an award for something that they put a lot of their blood, sweat, and tears into. I would say that they should be very conscious of how far in the speech they're getting, and they get into a point where they're just rambling. They should figure this out on their own. But when you're doing an acceptance speech for the gaming industry, a lot of people want to hear the backstory to these games and what it took to get to where they're at. So I think those speeches isn't about how long it is. It's because the gaming industry is different than the movie industry. It's different than the music industry. Like this, we're not trying to compare apple to oranges on how these speeches should be formatted. I just feel like if they're authentic with their speech, if they're really giving you some information, let them talk. I don't think they should go over maybe 10 minutes, and hopefully none of them should need to. But don't do 30 seconds. That's just ridiculous. They did that because they were trying to make money with the ad space. But I'll leave that alone.
Nah, you don't have to leave it alone. That's what a lot of people were saying. And honestly, I don't think they were hiding that fact either, which that's going to lead me to my whole other rant about the award ceremony. But before I do that, back to your point, Star, I think there's got to be a sweet middle ground or balance of what's acceptable for the time length for a speech. And to also put emphasis on, because I somewhat agree with what you're saying about the speech letting it just be authentic, but basically coming from a place of meaning and all that. But what I would argue is that it needs to be more allocated towards like developers and stuff like that, as opposed to like, and again, no disrespect to Christopher Judge, you know what I mean? Obviously he's awesome as Kratos, but I would really want to hear more from like the senior developers or people with the vision of the game and like the director and people like that who have those kind of speeches. So because they tend to encompass a whole lot of the effort and work that everybody's put together, and they tend to do really well with that. So I would rather hear more of a longer speech from that person or director or whoever they choose to have to do that, as opposed to like, more of a, I guess, face or celebrity voice or whatever the case may be. So but they definitely oh man, I want to kind of stop myself from going really in, because y'all already know, like, we've had conversations off the pod where we talked about like award shows and how I truly feel about them. So I get the backlash and all that I do, but at the same time, I just look at the awards like this is why I don't really get into it, because I just feel like it's always geared towards promotion, always geared towards ads. It's geared towards more of a celebrity kind of like I don't say gathering, but it's like leaning towards a celebrity and the who's out there, who's hot, who's trending, all that stuff. From what I've seen with award shows, I've seen them as time went on in my lifetime, at least, that it just became less and less about the appreciation of the people who put the art and more about how can we promote and put people out there and say this person is now king of the hill and now you should go check out all their content and all, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying that to be saying I'm mad at it. It's just, I feel like it gets away more from what the awards ceremonies truly should be about, and is the celebration of the hard work and the effort and dedication that these special individuals put into these projects or whatever.
Correct. I agree.
Yeah. So that's, and again, I say that because I totally get the whole concept of what they're doing. It's just, I just think it gets away from the actual awards. And that point, because at that point when I was watching, I was like, I don't even know why they even really call these awards. I think they should just leave that kind of thing separate, do their own, have an own award ceremony that's not really enthralled in the whole glitz and glamour and celebrities and who can we get? Oh, Anthony Mackie, come on in. We'll pay you all this money to do this and all that. No, like it really needs to be dedicated like how you would come across maybe a job that you get, locally, that they may have an award ceremony and they're not having it televised and broadcast. It's just mainly about celebrating people who had hard work and their efforts being, recognized.
Yeah, showcased. I mean, we gotta always go and be realistic with the economics of most of everything these days.
Sure.
They have to still pay for the award show.
Oh, so yeah, 100%.
There should be a middle ground to how they put in, the profit so they can pay people and everything else. But it was just very disrespectful for 30 seconds to give people a chance to talk. That's just ridiculous. I mean,
absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. The other big controversy that was kind of going on was the actual winner of Game of the Year. Not going to say it yet. To kind of give a slight spoiler to it, it was not Spider-Man. And
did Spider-Man do anything?
That is another thing. Spider-Man, unfortunately, won 0 awards. And a lot of people were upset that not only did it not win Game of the Year, did not win a single award. And while I was upset to see it, it was just tough competition this year, man. It was just really tough competition. And it sucks to see it not win, but it was still a great game.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was
tough competition. And people are comparing it to the game that did win Game of the Year. Not going to say the name yet because we want to save that to the end. So keep that in mind.
I think we all know it is, but sure, go ahead.
But people were kind of comparing the two and being like, ugh, that's stupid. Who would want to play that? Spider-Man 2 should have won. And it's just like, bro, like, come on. Like, it's just unnecessary.
Well, it's fandom. What can you do? And this is another reason why, I stress that award shows really should be taken that serious, because it's just, honestly, it's a popular, and I hate to say this because I don't want to take away from the awards and stuff, but it's really more of a popularity contest at the end of the day. At least that's how I feel.
But then people had to vote on this. If you didn't vote, do you have a say in that? Like,
but that's what I'm saying. I still feel like the votes pop. Like, again, I don't want to rehash this. I'm sure I told the story before, but it goes back to like the MTV Movie Awards way back then, where I know it was between, like, I think the movie of the year was between like Dark Knight and Twilight New Moon or something like that. And I remember Twilight won. And I just remember thinking, like, how the hell did that win? Like, I'm really confused by that. And this is back when I didn't take the awards seriously, but it was just one of those things where I looked at it like, okay, we all know what got the most rave reviews. We all know what got the most attraction to it. So it's a no-brainer, right? No, wrong. Twilight proceeded to win. And so at that point, I kind of was like, it's
questioning reality. Yeah.
And not even question reality. It's just I had to look at it from a standpoint of, okay, MTV, what's the audience for MTV? For the most part, right? Tweens. What are they into? Yeah, exactly. And so that was the big thing, right? That was a big, because I guarantee probably like half of those people didn't really even, well, I don't want to say that. Let me not pretext it like that. But I'm pretty sure there were some people that really didn't care for it like that. But because everybody else was raving and talking about it, it was just a cool thing to do and say and go into and in a rave about. So, hey, there's my votes going. You know what I mean? So that's why I mean popularity contest. So that's why I was like, that's why I don't really assign the weights. The type of weight to the award shows, because I know that I always tend to look at it like, okay, what's trending? You know, if this is a trending thing to talk about, then chances are it might be the one that's going to be the big winner. So
I don't think that applies to this win. I think this win may have been extremely based on the votes. And a lot of people really do want that game to be considered game of the year. And per people that I respect their opinions on, I can see why it may have won that game of the year. So,
and it should win.
It's a little different. Yeah,
it should win. But I just look at it from a standpoint of, because again, I'm not saying it shouldn't win or shouldn't have won. I'm just saying that, you know me, like I have that brain where I'm thinking like, okay, is it truly for the essence of how great that game was, or is it just because of how everybody else talked about it, and the people who hadn't even played it decided, oh, I'm gonna vote that way too because hey, that's what's cool. Hey, I voted for it too because you said it was great, and I'm gonna go along with it. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing.
I just question that. So that's all.
If you want to compare a Marvel comic icon to that game that may have won, you have thought that Marvel Spider-Man game should have automatically got the prize.
Oh no! I never really knew. I knew for a fact it was not going to get it. There's no way.
Okay.
Yeah, because that game that won it. I mean, I said it in the last podcast. I was like, as much as I love Spider-Man, you know that I have to be realistic and say, yeah, all that this other game got going for it. There's no way. Realistically speaking, it's definitely going to win. But that was me genuinely saying that. I wasn't saying it because it was the popular choice or the trending topic. I said it just because of what all I've heard about it, what all I've seen about it. You know,
correct.
I'm just speaking from a general stance of how many people out there can really echo that same sentiment that they voted for it that way. Or did they just say, oh, because it's the popping thing, oh, because we love it because it got more praise or it got more kudos because it didn't do a lot of the things that other AAA studios typically do. That's what I was looking at it from that standpoint. So, yeah, all that to say, and I'm gone on too far, so sorry, kid, but it deserves it. I'm not saying it doesn't. I just question about how it really came about, and that's where I was kind of leaning towards is, just that whole aspect.
Long story short, they're both amazing games. You should definitely play both of those games because they're both
absolutely
a great time.
They're a great time. They're a great time, and it'll be okay, guys. All those who are upset about that, it'll be completely fine. And I'll say this too. This is my last thing I want to say, and I got sidetracked. I think too that a lot of it might have, not a lot of it, but some of it might have had something to do with just the controversy of Spider-Man. Because I looked at all the other games that won, it didn't really have controversy going for it like that, but Spider-Man did. So I don't think it was really the safe choice, to be honest with you.
I see what you're going with that.
Yeah. Because it's the fact that it didn't win nothing. So, I mean, there's that possibility. I don't know.
Could be why Hogwarts Legacy wasn't on there.
See, you're getting it.
That was nominated for a single award, even though that was, I saw it today. It's on track. It might be the first game in like 15 years or something to outsell Call of Duty game or a Rockstar title or something like that. So I found that interesting. Yeah, and again, wasn't nominated for a single game award. It's a pretty good game, though.
Like none of them. And that's what made me think too. In our conversation before, like, yeah, it could be. It wasn't a safe choice, so it was like, no, we can't do it.
So the part I've been waiting on. Let's see who won and who lost. Let's tally up these awards.
Oh man, boy. I don't want to look at this, man. This is just terrible. I'm not saying anyway.
All right, so we. How do you have it? Is it the order I had it?
Yes, because when we did the episode, I jotted it all down.
All right,
as we went along. So,
best game direction, who won?
Are you asking me or?
Yeah, you got the.
Oh, okay.
I can't see it from here.
Oh, okay. So you blind. All right, nah, I'm just kidding. I'll just play. Wow. So basically, we don't need to do drum roll, so we're good. Alan Wake 2 won that.
Alan Wake 2, and who got it right? Who got it right?
Looks like nobody, sir.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like none of us saw it coming.
Yeah.
At least
when Baldur's Gate was on the list, I had to pick that game.
Of course. Yeah, and I think I did. Yeah, matter of fact, I did as well. And I think Star, you picked Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
I did.
Yeah, it wasn't even in our shocker list. So like, yeah, we missed that.
All right. Best narrative. I remember who won this one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Alan Wake 2, wasn't it?
Yep, exactly right. And it looks like you and I called that one. So, well, no, I'm sorry. That was our shocker pick. That was a shocker pick. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Can we stop there? Like, can we say, like, how do y'all feel about that? Just real quick. I mean, or do y'all want to just wait till we go through all this and then kind of recap?
Let's go through all of it.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Well, I say each category.
Just reflect in.
Yeah, just after each category.
Yeah, it'll be real quick. I was just kind of curious, like with the Alan Wake, especially. Like,
I was disappointed because Baldur's Gate was in the list. I can see why it won because, sure, if you take just a single story, it takes you from point A to point B. And there, from my understanding anyway, there isn't many choices and different ways you can go. And as far as a narrative, I've heard it's amazing. So I can understand it. It did just suck because with Baldur's Gate, you make your own story. There's so many storylines, so many options, so many ways to progress. In my opinion, I think it's far superior because you can really pick how you play and progress through the story and how you want to make your character. But I can understand why it won since it's as a single cohesive unit. I can understand.
Okay.
Still should have been Baldur's Gate though.
Naturally. No surprise there.
Y'all got any thoughts on that one?
I haven't played either of those games, so I'm just going to go with the votes. The vote speaks.
All right.
The vote speaks. Okay. I mean, it's basically what you said, kid. Really. I mean, I really didn't see it happening at all.
Yeah.
I just I don't know. I don't even have anything extra to add. It was pretty much exactly how you said it. It kind of threw me off. But it's funny because I don't tend to let the awards influence my choices like that. But after seeing that it won those, I'm like, well, maybe I need to check it out sooner than I anticipated or expected to. So, well, see what all the fuss is about.
As a quick side note to that, to kind of go to your point, I just bought Alan Wake 2 today, actually.
See, there we go. See, Game Awards win again. Industry wins again.
So for you guys and anybody listening, because right now it's an Epic Store exclusive on PC. So if you want to play on PC, Epic Store, they are having a deal right now. So originally it's $50. It's on sale for like $10 off. Then there's also a 33% coupon that Epic is giving people to just use throughout the store. You can use it on Alan Wake. So you are able to get it for like $26 right now, which is like half off.
Damn you, man.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt earlier today when I saw that message, that tweet about the sale and how you can get it for like $26. So I was like, and on Epic you get Alan Wake 1 remastered for free as well. So I would definitely be scheduling some time to replay the first one and then hopping into 2. I'm super excited for that.
And look at that. The damn Epic Games banner just came up on my computer. That's crazy, man. Like,
that's how I go.
That's
how it goes, man.
I guess it's bought. Well,
so moving on to best art direction. Who won that category?
That, my good sir, would be yet again Alan Wake 2.
Did anybody get that one right?
Hell no. Well, you did. You got it as a shot pick, but
I got you. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So
they won a lot. They won a lot of awards, man.
Oh my gosh! All right, Jesus. Remember how we were joking about they're gonna get one of those awards, but no, they got all the damn awards. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I was shocked. So that's one of the reasons why I bought it, because I was like, bro, people are hyping this game up like crazy. Let me just go ahead and cop.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so and that's gonna be me soon too, thanks to you and that news. So
you're welcome.
Whatever.
Best score and music. Who won that one?
That would be Final Fantasy 16.
Okay, did anybody get that one? I don't think so.
Malik. Oh, see, I did it. Yep. All right. Yeah.
You see what you started, Star?
Yeah.
You see what you started?
Hey, I don't know who that person is. So what happened?
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. So Star got it. Star. Start over. Star got that one.
Oh man.
Star got that one. Yeah. That one.
I didn't get that one.
You got it as a shock.
Yeah.
That was a shock. Yeah. I mean, well, I give that to you because you still picked it as a shock. So, it still counts sort of.
But I'm okay with that. It's Final Fantasy. They usually have phenomenal music and scores. So hey.
Fair enough. Absolutely. Yeah. Fair. I agree with that.
See, but the shock is mainly saying that this is a game that you really did not expect to win, but you will say maybe it has a chance. So I don't think don't give that one to me. I didn't win that.
Hey, you voted for it. You're getting it. So
there you go, man. Hush up.
Best audio design. Who won that?
That would be Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So So again, going to my previous comment about how Xbox had a phenomenal night, man. Not only did we get a lot of announcements, they won an award, which I don't think has been done for quite some time for them, from a Game Awards award.
They put a lot of money into those. Oh, let me shut up. No.
Jeez, man. So I was happy to see that. Definitely wasn't expecting Hi-Fi Rush because there was some heavy hitters, but it makes sense since music was baked into the core design of the game. So it's a pretty good choice. I'm happy.
Fair, true. Fair enough. So, and that looks like me and Star got that one as a shock. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang.
Not sure I put it as a shock now. I must have just been ready to wrap that up. I don't know. But anyway, here we are.
Fine either way. Best performance. I remember this one. This is my boy Neil from Baldur's Gate 3. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Damn.
Yeah, his character, Asterion, very popular, especially with the ladies. Very, very popular character. And every line I hear from his character is done really, really well. He did a phenomenal job, so I was happy he won it.
He says, especially with the ladies, like interesting.
Oh yeah, his character. Oh, I've seen so many clips of people playing of ladies playing the game and meeting his character and just like folding.
Got it. Okay.
Folding like how we would do if Tifa or whatnot from Final Fantasy was on screen, like when we were playing Final Fantasy 7. It's pretty much the equivalent for the ladies.
Yeah, I'm about to say, now you got me started on Tifa, man. Why'd you do that? Moving on.
Best ongoing. I remember this one because they definitely deserved it, and that was Cyberpunk, wasn't it?
Yes, you're right. That's the one.
Yeah, I was really happy when they won that because listen, man, from when the game came out to the release that we have today, night and day difference, and they really messed up, but they, in my opinion, have really come through and really apologize for that mess, and it's a phenomenal game. I mean, Star, I don't think you should really go play that game one day, bro. It's a really good game.
I mean, if it ever is multiplayer, isn't it?
Nope, single player only.
That's the thing that if anyone has a physical copy that I can borrow, if the game ever gets down to $10, I would definitely try it out.
Nah, man, just use your mob persona and storm Kid's house again, and play that game.
I know, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, you might as well. You said it earlier, so just finish it off. And by the way, you did pick that one. Star picked that one as well. So, and you did pick the best performance, which is no surprise, obviously. I just wanted to put that out there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I was running too fast.
Yeah, no, you good. I got you.
Dang, VP. So you just got left in the dust for that one. Dang.
That's why do you think I didn't want to stick around, man? I wanted to just go ahead and cry in the corner, man. I was like, I got really nothing up here.
What's the next one we did? Best action game?
That's correct. Yes.
And who won that one? I'm drawing a blank.
That was Armored Core 6.
Armored Core 6. Okay. Did anybody get it right?
You did.
Got it right, sir.
Hey.
All right. Let's go on.
Okay. Best action adventure. All right. I remember this one. This is where I disagree a lot. And I think it should have went to somebody else. If I'm not mistaken, Zelda won this one, correct?
That is right.
Yeah.
They deserve to win it, but I didn't think they would.
Oh, ding, 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 ding. Let's go. Let's get ready to rumble.
This is the one award Spider-Man should have won.
Because why?
Oh, I love it. Keep it going.
Best
Don't be quiet.
Best action adventure, bro.
Have you not seen Link fight in the game? I'm just trying to understand what's going on here. I mean, Link can fly, Link can swim, Link can do a lot more things than what Spider-Man can.
Why? You can swim and you can fly or you can glide in Spider-Man.
Yes, yeah, kind of.
Plus, Link doesn't fly. He glides. Come on now. He glides. He does not fly.
Hey, man.
Oh, shoot.
I'm just saying, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, great game. Absolutely. I still need to go back and finish that game. I kind of put it down shortly after I got it. But, man, Spider-Man should have won that category. I'm sorry.
Sorry, you disagree, huh?
I think they both should have won the game, but seeing that Zelda didn't win it, I can fully, understand why.
Dang.
Flawless victory.
I was here for all that, guys. That was great. That was great. I don't even have to say nothing. Like I'm good.
No one picked.
Like would I like to see Spider-Man? I mean, I picked it, so obviously I would want it to win, but I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Zelda's been always pretty good, from what I hear.
Yeah.
So I mean, and it's Zelda. Zelda's one of those games that just like Mario. Just can't get rid of its popularity. So there's just nothing you can do about it.
Well, best RPG.
Plus, I don't want to fight Star anyway. So
I don't blame you. Do not blame you.
RPG, you already know. So
Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, hey.
And we all called that one. So I mean,
I was about to say, I think we all would have called that one.
It's no brainer on that, man. Like, I think the one we picked for a shock, obviously, was Starfield, like for sure. So that would have been.
That would have been shock. Yeah,
that would have been crazy.
It was kind of funny and sad. Sometime in the Game Awards, they actually cut the Todd Howard's face because he was there. And my friend and I was just joking because we were watching together. We were like, yeah, you can see the frustration in his face that Starfield didn't get nominated for like anything.
Well, it got nominated. It got nominated for Best RPG.
That's it, right?
Yep, that was it. That was all. But yeah,
yep,
so yeah. But he had to know. I mean, come on, like Baldur's Gate, you were not winning that, sir. Sorry, Todd.
Yeah. Next is Best Multiplayer Game, I think.
That's right.
Who ended up winning that?
I mean, I do believe you already know that, sir. Like, you don't have to play.
Oh, that is right. Yeah, Baldur's Gate won. That is right. Yeah, I forgot. I was in that category. I was happy with that because and my friend, he was watching it with me. He was like, "Wait, Baldur's Gate?" Because me and him actually played it together, so he's fully immersed in Baldur's Gate and everything. And I was like, "Bro, it makes sense." Playing that with a friend is so much fun. It's such a blast to play it with a friend and go through that journey together. I had to win Best Multiplayer Game, bro.
I agree. Yeah. I agree.
There you have it. Yeah, I don't want no smoke, so I agree too. No, I'm kidding. I picked it, man. We all picked it, so
nice.
It was obvious. Nice. It was obvious.
Most anticipated.
That would be the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Nice. And who picked that?
I mean, you picked that, sir. I mean, Jesus.
Is it?
You want to?
Is it just me?
Out in the back.
It was just you. This one.
Yeah. What?
So go ahead.
What? BP, what did you pick?
Well, it's all high and stuff, so that's cool.
What did you pick, BP? I don't remember.
You see, I don't know if you heard that. My phone was playing like to wrap it up, like music.
I was wondering what that was.
It was telling you to wrap it up, man. Get out your feelings. No, but you said what did we pick?
Yeah.
Oh, we went with Star Wars.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like how you sound just now.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, man.
Nah. So, and then of course, finally the big one, the big daddy of them all, Game of the Year.
Yeah, so I'm gonna head out. Y'all be good. I'm kidding.
Yes, Game of the Year, of course, did go to Baldur's Gate 3. And can I just say, I love how Spin, I think is how you say his name, the CEO of Larian Studios, with his armor. wore his armor set.
That's right, he did. I seen that. Yeah, that was pretty dope. Actually, I'll give him that. I mean, what better way to say that you love your love and soul is in it than that? Like that, yeah, that was on point.
But also, so they do like community updates and stuff like that, and they were doing it before the game came out. If I'm not mistaken, he was also wearing that suit of armor in those videos as well. So it was kind of like a throwback to that. It wasn't just specifically for the Game Awards. He's been wearing this in plenty other videos, so it was cool to see.
Yeah, as again, man, just the clear indication of his love and dedication to the game. So really good look, very, very good look.
I was I'm not gonna lie, my heart was pounding when they were reading off the nomination, because especially with all the awards Alan Wake was winning, I was a little worried. I was like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure Alan Wake's a phenomenal game. I'm definitely gonna play it, and I will keep you guys updated. But come on, man, Baldur's Gate 3, come on, man.
Yeah, nah, like I didn't worry. Now, if Last of Us 2 was in the category, then I'd be worried. Jokey joke there. Little jokey joke.
Oh, man.
Yeah, remember how that turned out last time? I was like, that one? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that. I'm sorry. I don't want to bring up bad memories. But yeah, man. So Baldur's Gate 3 definitely sealed the deal. We knew it. We knew it. So I think there's no too much of a surprise there.
And I was right with my rumor. It did shadow drop on Xbox after the Game Awards. So it is available for Xbox. So Xbox players, please go play it. Go buy it. It's a phenomenal game. However, no mention of crossplay, unfortunately.
Not yet as of now. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So and I don't think it was supposed to be a shadow drop. Weren't they supposed to announce it during the awards? But unfortunately, the time constraints. Sven did come out and say that he had one job, and that was to announce it's on Xbox, and he forgot to do that. Because of the time constraints. But yeah, it did come out later on Xbox later that night. Yeah, but overall, so Kid, you basically said that the awards was, pretty cool with you and everything, right? Overall.
Yeah, no, the whole experience was pretty good. Definitely some hiccups, things I need to work on, and they've kind of already addressed a good bit of it. And so I'm definitely excited to see next year. But I mean, all in all, I love it, man. Just the time to get together, to celebrate gaming, to see what's new with gaming with all the trailers and world premieres and everything like that. It's just a good time. So I had a blast.
I agree.
All right. Well, so what I'll say is the opposite. Now, let me stop. I didn't hate it, like overall hate it, like other people are out there like going on and on about, especially with developers being upset. I totally get that. But all I'm going to say is this. Make it to where you don't rush to any awards. I think that's the most ridiculous thing.
Yes.
That you pick and choose what awards get the acceptance speech or time that'll be talked about, and others you just gloss over. Hey, congratulations. All right, so da-da-da-da. It's like, on to our sponsors. It's like that.
World premiere trailer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That just pisses me off. Yeah. and if you want to make the argument of, we got to do sponsors, da-da-da-da. It's like, okay, well, then maybe do something about the celebrities you come out talking for, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes, telling jokes that aren't really that funny, which, they tried. I get it. That's your whole stick. And, but you didn't need to do all that. Like, no.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to put it on them. I'm just going to say to the people, obviously, Keely and people who organize the event, we don't need all that. Like, you want to do a couple quick minutes or so, fine. We don't need no long, lengthy story or drawn out joke or nothing. Like, just have them come out, be them, say a couple things, and move on to what matters.
Well, not to like completely defend the Game Awards.
Yeah.
I won't say it's completely their fault. What I'm kind of seeing, and I think we have Cyberpunk to blame for this, funny enough, games and studios are actually looking at, and they've done this before, but they have been more recently wanting to pick up like Hollywood actors to star in their game. So while we did see, Matthew McConaughey, Anthony Mackie, the guy I think from Shang-Chi, I cannot remember his name, who came out. One of the reasons they're there is because they're in the game. So it's not completely, them just for like advertising and marketing and everything and paying celebrities. It's partly because we're getting celebrities in games now, for better or for worse.
Yeah, I still think all that too.
Isn't it?
But
I was going to say, isn't it because? Oops, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was going to say, isn't it because when you think about it, the gaming industry is actually like outdoing the movie industry when it comes to the type of profits that it's pulling in. Like it's basically becoming even bigger than the movie industry right now, the gaming industry. So if it's getting that big, the movie industry is going to have to try to survive itself by trying to, incorporate themselves with the gaming industry.
Something.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, some of the budgets on some of these AAA games are just as much as some of the movies. So
they're just trying to copy Cyberpunk with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. And honestly, it scares me because, mind you, the typical voice actor doesn't get as much. I mean, you get few exceptions here and there. But for the most part, from what I've seen, they don't tend to get a whole lot of pay from that stuff. So it just kind of makes me nervous that talking about bringing more and more of these Hollywood, I guess, A-list, if you want to call them, actors to come in and do that stuff, because then obviously that's going to drive the cost up. And, they already get away with the price tag on these games as it is and trying to justify all these different like nickel and dime tactics they do. So I don't know, just kind of to me, if that's the move they're trying to go more towards, that might be a problem, in my opinion.
Yeah.
As
far as from a monetary standpoint. So I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Game Awards, cool. We'll see what they do next year. Definitely improve for sure. Like give much more love and respect to the developers. Let them tell their story, because there's a lot of, hardships and pain that they should be able to express, as well as the good times and fun. And
they left out some of that type of topics. They didn't discuss the layoffs and some of the mistreatment of employees. They ain't no. This is a gaming awards. This is not about reality. This is about
But I think,
serious.
Yeah, but no, I was gonna say, to your point, Star, like, because that's what they were pointing out last time, that Keeley at least did some of that, I guess, for the last award, where he kind of at least touched on some of that before.
Yeah, I think he made a comment about Activision.
I want to say
all the allegations.
Right. So that's why people were kind of taking it back. Like, yeah, you really didn't say nothing, and there was a whole lot of like what you just said going on. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure, like you said, they probably met behind the scenes like, nah, bro. We funneling all this money and sponsorship to you. Yeah, you don't need to talk about that stuff.
That's the problem with when you are solely depending on just the money. That's when they can actually control the actual narrative, and the Game Awards can get infiltrated by special interest instead of just being about the games.
That's why I said earlier about the awards show. I was like, I just feel like it. I don't know. Like, I think for events like that, don't even really mess with awards. Just leave that stuff for like developers to have their own kind of shindig award ceremonies where it can be focused on that mostly. Do a live stream or something and just kind of go that route. But that's just my opinion. I know it's not a popular opinion, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm fine with the Game Awards not touching on that stuff. That's more of the developers and the companies to deal with and figure out. The word's already dark. I don't want a refresher every time I turn on. It sucks, but yeah, I just I'd rather focus on at least some good that we can find.
There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that, sir. You beat a positive one, especially after your Baldur's Gate wins.
Go play it, please. Go play it. It's a phenomenal game, man. But yeah, did you give your thoughts? I can't remember.
I don't have thoughts on this at all. It's what it is. Oh no, I'm being serious. It was a gaming award, and I think that the vote speaks for themselves. I'm not for or against. It was a fun time, and I'm excited for some of these new games coming out. So Sega, thank you for man,
that's actually smart, Star. Because that's your. I see that as your opening of, hey, give me a call for the next, hosting the next Game Awards. I get it, man.
Oh no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, no.
Well, I get it. You gotta be a famous actor first, Chief.
There we go. Yeah.
Gotta be.
Hey man, Star. If anybody can make it happen, Star can.
All right. Well, on that note, that about does it. That was our Game Awards coverage and special. So, unfortunately, now we gotta wait till next year for the next Game Awards to come around. So it's always
or
a good
E3.
Time.
It's an or E3.
Did not just go there, sir.
Why you got to kick a horse when it's down?
You did not just go there. Wow.
Kick a horse when it's down, man.
You know what? No, where's my sound like that? This I can't let this go. You lucky I can't find it. So,
well, as always, we appreciate y'all listening to us ramble and taking time out your day to check us out. We definitely appreciate it. BP, if you want to plug those socials.
Sure, yeah. Y'all can check us out at our website, www.podpage.com/gmrcredits. That basically gives you a list of everywhere you can find us. We got our Discord up, so of course I'm going to have that link in the show notes as I usually do. You can reach out to our Gmail, and also check out like on, I believe, Spotify, one of the places where our podcast airs. I tend to like put up like either like quizzes and polls. So feel free to check that out. Show us some love on that front. Kind of give us your thoughts. And as well as general, just on any platforms that you come across that you listen to our podcast on, give us some feedback, let us know. Please feel free to follow what I said earlier and do the hashtag #DoBetterStar with the gaming moments. That we greatly appreciate it. We got to put the pressure on them, guys. We really need y'all.
Oh, did he cut out?
That's just the universe right there.
Jeez.
Oh wow, my mic cut out.
Oh, yeah, it did. It did.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. So anyway, guys, I just put all that out there. Everything will be in the show notes. Stars cut my mic, because I'm putting stuff on blast too much. So I'm not, not going to go that way anymore. So anyway, check us out.
Jeez. All right. And
done.
just in case you don't hear from us, happy holidays. Just want to wish everybody happy holidays as we're coming up to the end of the year. So everybody have a happy holidays and safe holidays as well.
Yeah, definitely be safe. Star, what you got? Anything?
Oh, yeah. Stay safe. We love y'all. Good night.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. Peace.